If you're a member of modern society, I know that the first thing you usually do when you wake up in the morning is check your phone, check your socials. What's happening? What has someone said throughout the night? What happened while I was asleep? What happens is you tend to just scroll for like 10 to 30 minutes. However, lately for me, it's been a lot harder to comprehend exactly how long I've been scrolling for. I try to, have certain limits to how much I do scroll, but it becomes tough because these apps are very good at keeping you on the app. That's literally what these guys are paid to do. This, should I say addiction, or should I say impulse, or I don't know, whatever you want to call it. I'd call it subconscious overindulgence. This subconscious overindulgence has just been embedded into my subconscious, basically, where hours and hours just go by without having any regard for how much time passes by. Speaking from my perspective, I want to stop. I don't want the first thing I do in the morning to look at what someone has said about me online. I don't want to make the first thing about the day that I never even knew that I was going to see be about other people. That first part of your day, it should be special to you because you didn't know that you were going to make it to the next day. How were you so sure? But at the end of the day, you made it to the next day. Your eyes opened, you woke up, you breathed, and you should be grateful. I believe that scrolling on social media is not a way to be grateful for your own life. So for the past months, as hard as it may be, I've tried to not actually make opening social media the first thing that I do. What I try to do is I get up, I do 30 push-ups or more, depending on how I'm feeling. Not really how I'm feeling, depending on where my limit is, which currently it's at 50. I know, strong guy. After those 30 push-ups, I just sit there and I sort of just let my thoughts be my thoughts. What's the first thing I'm thinking about today? Am I thinking about what I'm supposed to do throughout the day? Am I thinking about what's supposed to happen? Am I thinking about a topic for my next video? Exactly where's my head at now that I've woken up? I never really know unless I just sit down and actually discover exactly what it is. So I just sit there for at least 30 minutes to an hour and just let my thoughts roll. Sometimes, most of the time, just discover exactly where these thoughts coming from. Why am I thinking like this? However, times do get tough and times do get rough. Sometimes I never really know when to stop. Sometimes I'm never really even conscious at the fact that I'm actually on my social media. I just open and then I'm just there. The reason why I would say I don't like it is because I wouldn't feel comfortable sitting on social media, living my life through other people's lives, knowing that these people are probably not fulfilled by the life that they're trying to show to you guys. Maybe I should go and actually live my own life and actually be fulfilled by that. You'd know that you are feeling fulfilled by your life when you do not need to show everyone exactly what's going on throughout your day. Because tell me, when was the last time you actually did something cool and your first thought wasn't, oh, I should post this on my Finsta, I should post this on my story. I wonder what people would think. I wonder how many likes I would get. The thought pattern is there. It is in there somewhere. You do think about, okay, I wonder who's gonna like this. I wonder what people are gonna say. Because that's what it's for. That's what the social media thing is about. Likes. Yeah, there's that thing of I just want to show people what my life is at. No. I just want to express myself. Self-expression is self-expression. You do not have to express yourself to the world. You don't have to. You can, but you do not have to. Because the moment you get bad comments for the thing that you did that you thought was cool, now you're going to delete exactly what you did just because you don't want to see those bad comments. For an example, with this YouTube channel, I know back then when I did first start my channel, this was mainly like a gaming channel. I just wanted to get into gaming and shit. Whenever people found out my channel at school or my family found the channel, I'd always find it embarrassing, Or when people ask me, what do you want to be? What do you want to do? Or what are you currently doing? Just shy away from saying I want to be a content creator. I want to create content. I've never really felt comfortable. Maybe because I don't have a large following yet, or maybe because I doubt myself. I used to doubt myself, that is. But now, as of lately, I'm not really ashamed of putting myself out there. It's my life to live. This is what my heart feels passion for. This is where the fire is in my heart. I want to give this fire out until it goes out. I wouldn't really forgive myself or respect myself sitting down and just not allowing myself to actually fill this void, fill this flame. Let my passion burn, my desire, chase it. That's what success is to me. Success is going towards something that you want in a constant progression. Not getting there. Not getting there is like, because who wants their journey to stop? Be honest. Yes, I get people's journeys are hard and this, that, and the third, but if you got everything you wanted without having to work for it, would you be happy? I digress. So that's the thing about this whole social media thing, you know. You always, the first thing you always think about is indulging, you know. You may not even think about it. Now it may just be subconscious to you. I know that people now, I'm a victim to this. When you get bored, there's that thing where you just scroll through every social media app that you have in hopes of just getting something that just unbores you or gives you that next little dopamine hit. I don't like the word dopamine because it's like a negative connotation nowadays, you know. People use this word dopamine this, dopamine that. Like, see, the one thing I don't want this channel to be is those don't do this, watch yourself, nah. I don't want to be like instructional or some shit. I just want to explore my thoughts, and these are currently my thoughts with this whole thing. When I say do something, I don't literally mean do it. That's your choice, you know. I'd say this channel is mostly just like a love letter to myself, my younger self, and my future self, and me in the present. It's just for me. By the slightest chance that it actually reaches out to someone and touches someone's heart, that's amazing, you know. Why not? But I didn't make this channel to give people instructions on how to live a better life or what to do with your life. That's not me. If you wanna ask me for advice, I'll give you advice, but advice it's to be taken or not. You don't have to take someone's advice, just like you do not have to listen to me talk. But if you choose to listen to me talk, I'm very grateful. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. This minute you're on Instagram, there's nothing on Instagram. Then you go to TikTok is boring just as well. You go to Twitter, there's nothing on Twitter. You go to YouTube, there's like nothing on YouTube except for Thoks. You just keep scrolling back and forth, hoping that there's something that you can just, you know, consume. Now the question is, what if boredom is actually what you need? Did you know that all the great world leaders back then, they're leaders because of boredom? Well, not really boredom, but like, you know, no one would ever dare to dream of something big unless they were bored. Nowadays, we live in a world of conformity and comfort. People don't really dare to go outside of that comfort because everything just comes easy. Boredom is always like seen as like a bad thing, but lately I found that boredom is actually a good thing more than bad. When I'm bored, I have the fullest thoughts. I challenge myself to think deeper and harder about something, and I ask myself questions that I wouldn't have asked myself if I didn't care. Now I care because it's the only thing that I have to care about. I'm bored. What else do I have to do? You know, I go outside. Excuse me. When I'm bored, I go outside with my journal, go to the park, listen to nature, everything. I take this camera, maybe shoot like some B-roll, little short film or whatever. I create. When I'm bored, I create. Everything I do, like on the sidelines, is just out of my boredom. Maybe boredom is what you need to actually, you know, pay attention to the life that you're living. Now people just react to their lives, you know. People don't really live their lives consciously. Whenever something bad is happening, you don't really sit there and actually comprehend that something bad is happening. What you do is just, you post about it, you acknowledge the fact that it's bad, but you don't really sit there and feel that it's bad. So you just post about it, and then you go listen to music or something to try and get your head out of that. You use one of your coping mechanisms. For some people it's vape, for some people it's pornography, for some people it's, I don't know, it's a lot of things. But then what if what you need is actually to sit down and actually be conscious of all the good, the bad, the neutral, the boring, everything? Maybe that's what'll make your life feel fulfilled. If you actually sat there and actually listened to the world, listened to your thoughts, listened to thoughts that you've been trying to run away from. A lot of people try and escape that deep loneliness they have with themselves through social media. You know, scrolling on TikToks, Reels, posting on stories, viewing other people's stories, going live, going into people's lives, you know, DMing people, things of that nature, you know, trying to run away from actually what they feel inside. I'm saying this because that's what I used to do. In fact, I sometimes I catch myself doing it, and then I'll tell myself, hey, there's something that you're feeling inside, there's something wrong. What is it? Let's actually try and figure it out instead of just running away from it, because the more you run away from it, the bigger it gets. So I just sit there and actually try and be conscious of the moment, be conscious of what is happening, be conscious of what am I feeling, try and learn something about myself, learn where these emotions come from, what evokes these emotions, exactly what emotion is it? Is it something new, something I've experienced, something I've never experienced, things like that. Because I oftentimes find myself experiencing emotions that I've never even experienced. It's like I've never felt this feeling before. I don't know if I'm overjoyed, I don't know if I'm unfulfilled, if I feel apathy, a great apathy, an overwhelming sense of joy, sadness and joy at the same time, anger and happiness. Like, it's sometimes just like a mix of all these different emotions that it's, I don't know, but this is like a piece of advice that my uncle gave me. He told me to actually be conscious of the moment, be conscious of everything that is happening in your life, good or bad, because you learn something from it. So that's what I've been trying to do every day, be conscious of everything that's happening. Because the moment you rediscover your consciousness, you're able to see things that a lot of people are not really able to see, because everyone is like always in their subconscious, living based on their impulses, overindulging on things that never really fulfill them. But this is not me trying to look down on anyone, this is just me stating what I've observed. I'd say what I've been trying to do for myself is just be conscious, comprehend exactly what is happening, be aware of it. I'm tired of constantly trying to unshackle myself from the dangers of the social media world. I'm trying to fully comprehend my circumstances and my experiences, so that the experiences that matter actually stay, instead of me constantly feeding into these experiences that I'm probably going to forget 30 minutes later. Striving for consciousness, striving to be aware, striving to comprehend, striving to live. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Comment down below, what are your thoughts on consciousness or subconscious overindulgence or impulsivity, things of that nature. Let me know, what are your thoughts. This is a talk show for all of us. This is where we all get to reflect our thoughts. No thought should be left unchecked. This has been Talks. Here we have talks about deep thoughts, where you can also talk down in the comments below. Thank you to the people that have actually been here supporting me. People that comment on every video, people that send me messages on my DMs, Instagram. Just had to say, people that are supporting everything that I'm doing here. Wait till we get big, man. Wait till we get up there. This has been Talks. Here we have talks about deep thoughts, where you can also talk. Over and out. Also, my bad for not posting. I've been lazy. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys and say, oh, something has been happening, things have been happening at home. Nah. I've just been lazy, thug. And that's not gonna get me where I wanna get to, Get out of that laziness and actually do something, So it's for you, future Talks. Go do something, bro. Stop sitting down and watching fucking YouTube and shit.